Hey guys, Games for Life here. In today's video we continue our journey towards the EXO farm event. So let's go ahead and craft the EXO request platform. And then next we're gonna go looking for a Cauldrangea plant. And we can take a look at the limited event and we'll see exactly what we need. Now I've gathered some bytes. I found this thing right next to the base, opened it, and we received one of these research items that has a ton of bytes in it. It had like 4,000 when we started. So that's a ton of bytes. We've got 5,000 right now. We also completed some missions for some more bytes. While we're waiting for this to craft, let's go ahead and set up its platform right here. We've got some medium storages. There we go. And for this event we're gonna need to send in a lot of gases. So we're gonna need the medium gas canisters, which I think are pretty expensive. Let's just check. Alright, so a medium gas canister is 4,000 bytes, but we'll need silicone to craft that. So we'll need a chemistry lab before we do that. And we're also gonna need an atmospheric condenser, which might have to be on Aatrox. We'll see about that, maybe in the next episode. But we're also gonna unlock the medium fluid and soil canister and the medium resource canister. So those are gonna come in handy for our base. And I see the EXO request platform is already crafted. There we go. Now let's call the rocket. And yep, we activated the event, completed another mission. So we've got 3 tiers right here. These are the points that we need to get. 58 days left for this. At the time of filming, it's probably less when you're seeing this video. But anyway, if we get the first tier done, we'll get the biofuel throwback bundle, which means the rewards from last year, which we already have. Then tier 2 is first impact, that's a hat. I'm really curious about how that looks, but what I'm really interested in is the third tier reward, the hard suit. That should be pretty cool. Now let's see how we get the points. So we'll need to craft these biofuels. Now in case you don't know, the first one is squasholine, the second one is Atapetrol, and the third one is Noxotane. In order to craft these though, we're gonna need a Cauldrangea plant, and those are usually guarded by other dangerous flora, so we'll have to be very careful. And in order to get one of those, we're gonna need to find it, and that's easier with a buggy. So let's go ahead, unlock the buggy. Now we can craft it. Right, we'll let that do its thing there, and let's see, we also need a seat for it, but that's already unlocked, and I think we can craft it here. Yeah. Okay, so I found another one of these, and all we need to do is throw one tungsten in there, and this should unlock. Yep, there we go, and we've got another one of these research items. And this is gonna give us a ton of bytes. Honestly, these are the only ones actually worth researching in the research chamber. Trust me, it's not worth your time to go looking for the ones in the forests or under the plants. These are where it's at. So we'll keep these here, and we're gonna be making a ton of bytes off of that. I see our buggy has finished crafting. So let's unpack it. We've got the rover seat right here. Let's throw a battery on there and a small generator. And now let's go search for a Cauldrangea plant. And I really hope we're gonna find one really close, because we're gonna need to be carrying it on foot back, because we can't take it on the buggy. If it's way too far, then we're just gonna search for another one. But oh, I can see one on the map right here. So let's go for that one. I think this is the one I found in the last video, but then I forgot about it. So let's take care of these dangers first, so we don't accidentally run into them. We'll take them out one by one. Whoa, there was one underground right there. Did you see that? Look at it. That caught me by surprise. And now something's shooting at us. Oh, we're taking damage. Right, let's be careful about this. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we can handle this. Let's just kill this one first. Now it's time for the second one. And these are really weird. I think these are special for the EXO farm event. We should take caution when dealing with these. So we're gonna be taking these back to base. And I'm actually also gonna take the roots. You don't need these, but it looks cool. I'll have to carry these by hand, and then I'll come back for the buggy. So yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, so we got it back to the base. Now we can craft all of these recipes. So the squasholine is 2 sturdy squash samples, the Etapetrol is 1 sturdy squash sample and 1 mutant spiny Ethicus seed. Those were the things that were shooting at us earlier. And then the Noxotane is 1 sturdy squash sample and 1 mutant elegant spewflower seed. That one we're gonna need to get from Aatrox, and we are gonna do that in the next episode, because we'll have to go to Aatrox anyway to get the gas canisters. And we're not gonna be able to complete this event without the gas canisters, because every time you send the rocket, it takes away 500 bytes. So we need to send it full. If we only send like 8 of these small ones, then we're gonna need more than 10,000 bytes, something like that. And I'm not willing to spend it on this, so we're gonna get the gas canisters. And yeah, next episode, Aatrox. But for right now, we'll need to craft some squasholine and then some Etapetrol. So let's gather some seeds. Now we found a ton of sturdy squash in the last episode, so we're gonna go and get seeds from there. But then we'll need to find some mutant Attackus seeds, and we don't really know where to find those. I mean, we just killed some, but we didn't get the seeds. And right as I said that, we found one. So let's gather these seeds and try not to die. Okay. We got some bites as well. And 2 seeds. But where are all the sturdy squash? I don't see them anymore. So maybe those despawned. We'll need to go find some other ones. But I'm really curious what happens to all the sturdy squash. Because we've seen them before and they were here. Maybe because we started the event, it just moved them further away. Or they despawned and they'll have to grow back again. I don't know. Okay, so after searching for a long time, I just found one right here. There were actually 2. I harvested both of them. I don't know what happened, but the ones that we saw earlier in the last video, they all despawned, so they're no longer there. And I've been searching on forums, and apparently a lot of people had this issue, but some couldn't find any, like on any planet, on Silva, Calidor or Aatrox. And I tried reloading the game and restarting the computer, and nothing worked, but apparently these 2 didn't despawn. I don't know if they're the only ones left on the planet or not, but now we got some seeds so we can replant them, and we'll make sure to never run out of sturdy squash. But if we plant some and then they despawn again when I close the game, that's gonna be an issue. So for that we're gonna keep a couple seeds on a storage inside the base, so even if that happens, we're still gonna be able to complete the event. And who knows, in the meantime, maybe System Era could fix the bug, but just to be safe, we're gonna do that. I also found a small solar panel when I was searching. I'm gonna place it right there, and let's plant these seeds. I'm gonna plant 3. And these should grow in just a second here. And yeah, we got a sample and another seed that we can plant again. Right, so this way we'll never run out of sturdy squash. And we got some samples right here, so we can start creating squasholine. The Cauldrangea on Calidor is actually working pretty fast. The one on Silva is slower and the one on Aatrox is the fastest. But this one is a medium speed, which is good. And we've got our squasholine, which is worth 15 points for the event. But see what I mean, we can't send these without having a canister up top where we can fit dozens of these, because we would need a ton of bytes for that. So we're gonna keep this here for now, and let's also craft an Etapetrol. See how that looks like. If I remember correctly, it should be red. Yep, it's red. And this one is 35 points. And we can harvest these again. Sometimes they give off multiple samples and we get random seeds. So these seeds could grow special sturdy squashes. Like there's a small purple one that also gives you Astronium, and there's one which has the Astroneer logo on it. Those are pretty cool. But for now I want to unlock the canisters, and we have enough bytes for all of those, I think. Yeah. So let's get the resource one, the soil canister and the gas canister. There we go. So for the resource canister we'll need plastic, for the soil canister plastic as well, and for the gas canister we'll need silicone. Okay, we're gonna be crafting those once we get our chemistry lab in place. Let's see how expensive that is. So it's not that expensive, but we'll craft that next time. Right now I'm looking for the large storage. It should be over here. It's 2000 bytes, so let's go ahead and unlock that. We'll need some more of those to get our base all set up, and we'll need to hold all of the seeds and samples somewhere. And I'm thinking of having some large storages right here, and we can just feed them into our Cauldrangea. It would be nice if we had an auto arm as well, but I think it would actually be better to not use this platform with the roots. We can place it on a normal platform, and then we could have the seeds on the sides like that. That way it wouldn't stop after crafting one biofuel. But right now I'll get the materials to craft those large storages and some medium ones. I would also like to unlock the drill mod. It's 1000 bytes and all we need is one ceramic. I'm gonna show you guys when you've got all of those set up. Okay, so we got them in place. 4 large storages and 24 medium storages. That should be enough. And we got our Cauldrangea on one of these platforms with storages as well. So we're gonna be able to just place the samples over on this side, and then it will deposit the biofuels on this side, where we can take them and put them here and into a gas canister next time. For right now we don't have that, so all we have is this. But yeah, now we'll need a drill mod. Let's go ahead and unlock the drill mod 1, and then of course we're gonna skip the second and we'll move straight into the third one, but for that we'll need a diamond. We will be crafting this once we get the chemistry lab, but right now let's unlock the drill mod 1. And all we need to craft it is one ceramic, and we've got one right here. So now it should be easier to dig up harder terrain. Let's put our drill mod to the test and mine into this mountain right here. What I want to do is get to that pod over there. It should have some cool items inside, at least I hope so. But yeah, I can hear the sound of the curious item, so that should be in there. Oh, and look at how easy this is now. I know we only have the drill mod 1, but we can still see a huge difference. Check this out, without it and with it. And we reached the pod. Let's take a look inside. I don't really see anything inside there, but there's an Astroneer body right here. And the backpack, I mean. So let's go down after it. And yeah, there's a curious item in there. Take that, got some extenders, a small squeaker horn and a work light. Got some cool items from there, but now let's use the curious item. Well, I mean, we should use this at night, right? So we'll wait for the sun to set and then we'll use the curious item, and that should make the sky more beautiful. I think there are more horn models, so we might want to gather them all at some point. But yeah, the next thing we'll have to do with our base is we need some more power, because we're struggling right now. We've got 2 of these small generators, we've got 2 medium solar panels, but that's not enough. Probably gonna need to get a medium generator. I know those spawn in the caves below, or we can also craft a bunch of small solar panels, but we'll need some copper for that. Alright, it's nighttime outside, and during the day I've also found some dynamite, graphite and tungsten on one of those scratch satellites. Let's go ahead and activate the curious item. We'll do this a couple times. And that's the first. Got some flickering lights in the sky. Now for the second time. And we'll want to stop there, because if we do it one more time we'll break it. But I mean, hey, we can break it for the outro, right? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next ones, and it also helps me out a lot. Okay, that's enough for this video. Go watch the next one and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!